And because this video has run so long, I'm actually going to repost this final part of the video as its own video because I know many people are not going to see this and everybody needs to see this. So there's two clips here from the same press conference. I'm going to play the first one, give commentary, and then play the second one.
I am directing the Department of Justice to work in partnership with local, state, and federal agencies, as well as social media companies, to develop tools that can detect mass shooters before they strike.
So this is a lot. We have been begging Trump for 3 years now to rein in these social media companies, and what does he say? He says he wants government and social media to work together to create algorithms so that mass shooters can be identified. So instead of bringing down Facebook, he now wants to make Facebook a part of the government. This is already happening in places like the UK, France, and Germany, where the police will be sent to your home over a social media post.
We must reform our mental health laws to better identify mentally disturbed individuals who may commit acts of violence and make sure those people not only get treatment, but when necessary, involuntary confinement.
So that second clip is about a minute later in his speech. Trump says he wants to change the laws so that people who may commit an act of violence can be identified and involuntarily committed against their will. Do you have any idea how effing scary that sounds? To me, this shows why Trump was installed over Hillary. Trump supporters didn't even bat an eye over this. But if Hillary or Obama ever talked like this, people would have lost their minds. They would have been on the internet talking about how we're going to be put into FEMA camps. But when Trump says it, we hear that he's just exposing the Democrats or that it's all part of some plan. Now, the bigger issue here is I know that most people in general have never seen those clips before. And the reason why people haven't seen it is because most Trump supporters are watching Fox News. And this is how Fox News portrays Trump. They portray Trump as this great patriot who wraps himself in the flag, and all they ever show are these little 30-second sound bites where he says things that are pro-America. They will never show you Trump talking about having people involuntarily committed against their will. So what I am going to do is I am going to unmask President Donald Trump. You are going to see him for what he really is. This is about breaking the programming, so make sure you pay close attention to this.
Involuntary confinement. Involuntary confinement. Involuntary confinement. Involuntary confinement. Involuntary confinement. Involuntary confinement. Take the guns first, go through due process second. Involuntary confinement. Take the guns first, go through due process second. Involuntary confinement. Take the guns first, go through due process second. Involuntary confinement. Take the guns first, go through due process second. Involuntary confinement.
So that is President Trump for you in a nutshell. This picture of him holding the flag is him wearing a sheep's costume. But when I superimposed him talking like you just heard, that is the wolf having its mask taken off. We have a president who wants to take your guns without due process and then wants to drag you out of your home against your will so that you can be committed indefinitely. Let me tell you how this works. Trump was installed to get these kinds of laws passed, knowing full well he would not be challenged on any of it. In the future, when the Democrats take over, they will have the legalized framework to confiscate your firearms and drag you out of your home. If you are on Facebook, you have probably been put in Facebook jail before. Now, Trump wants to have it where instead of being put in Facebook jail, Facebook automatically notifies the government of your activities so that you can be dragged out of your home. I don't know why anybody is still supporting this man.